It's 7:03 on Wednesday, October 23rd. Most of us are in the mid to upper 40s this morning. We're going up to around 80 today. Good morning, I'm John Aaron.
I'm Michelle Basch. Our top story, laws that will phase out the use of gas appliances have been passed in Montgomery County and the district over concerns that gas emissions can hurt both the environment and people's health. But WTOP's Neil Augenstein says new lawsuits aim to keep gas as an option.
The federal suits challenge the D.C. and Montgomery County laws that newly constructed homes and businesses have to be built with all-electric appliances by 2026. The plaintiffs include the National Association of Home Builders, Washington Gas, business groups, and labor unions. The suits say federal law allows the use of gas appliances, and the ban oversteps the authority of local governments, and that the bans aren't in line with the needs and best interests of customers who prefer to cook or heat their homes with gas. The suits ask federal judges in D.C. and Maryland to determine the laws are void and not enforceable. Neil Augenstein, WTOP News.
And we are requesting comment from the D.C. and Montgomery County governments.
A local pizza chain's new dessert is making some people very angry. WTOP's Mike Murillo says it appears to poke fun at the crack cocaine arrest and conviction of a former D.C. mayor.
They're called Marion Berry Knots, and the chain and pizza revealed the new offering on social media with images of baggies of powdered sugar that appear to be made to resemble cocaine, with phrases like "they'll blow you away" and "our classic Knots got a bump." The menu item has left some very upset.
Our phones are ringing off the hook about this.
Among them, Ronald Moten with the advocacy group Don't Mute DC.
We feel like anybody who steps in and pizza doesn't have a moral compass at this point.
He says he and others plan to boycott the business unless its CEO apologizes and removes the item from the menu.
Anybody who is outraged about this, we're all on the same frequency in Washington, D.C., and we're going to address it.
Berry's widow, Cora Mastersberry, in a statement says the promotion blindsided her. Mike Murillo, WTOP News.
And we have reached out to And Pizza for comment.
We're learning more about the beating death of a 64-year-old man in D.C. last year. Surveillance footage shows a man attacking Reggie Brown on Georgia Avenue Northwest before 5 girls join in. Yesterday in court, prosecutors revealed Instagram messages between the girls. One message said, "We were walking around trying to find someone to jump." Another said, "We jumped somebody but killed him accidentally with some random man." The victim's sister told NBC4 afterward,
"It's very hard to keep dipping it over and over and over again and missing him and, knowing that his life has been taken away from him."
She said Brown was battling cancer and was missing fingers because of lupus. 2 of the girls have pleaded guilty in this case. One testified that they did it because they were bored. She agreed to serve 3 years in a juvenile facility. If convicted, the other girls could stay in the custody of D.C.'s Department of Youth Rehabilitation Services until they turn 21.
You'll get to see D.C.'s newest pandas soon, but WTOP's Luke Lukert tells us if you're holding out for an adorable cub, you may have to wait.
They're still young pandas, so they haven't reached breeding age yet. And so we've got a couple of years before we have to worry about that.
Both Bao Li and Qing Bao just turned 3 years old. Breeding maturity starts somewhere between 4 and 7 years old, according to the National Zoo's Deputy Director, Stephanie Brinley. And even when they are ready...
This is a species that it is incredibly difficult. It is one of those because they have a very short window of breeding window.
That's Dr. James Steele, a veterinarian with the National Zoo. He says females may only ovulate for a few days, just one time a year. But they admit having Bao Li back at the zoo is a testament to their breeding success at the Smithsonian, which has produced 4 cubs over the past 20 years.
He is the son of Bao Bao, one of the daughters that we had here.
Luke Lukert, WTOP News.
Coming up here on WTOP, a late-night dining favorite is closing more than 100 locations.